Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
Okay, so welcome back to Midwest Girls, day 2.
Oh my goodness. So we started recording the podcast for 5 minutes and realized we didn't hit record on the video. So we're starting over.
Thankfully, Penny ran across the road so we can know what was going on.
Yeah, I have no words. Penny is the best but the worst.
So is Jupe.
You are the best but the worst. I think like most dog owners feel that way. Like, I love you so much. Why did you chew the book? Leave it alone.
Thankfully, he doesn't chew. It's like, why do you bark at everybody?
Yeah, Jupe is a barker.
Yes. I'm like, stop barking.
Yeah. No, Penny's a chewer for sure. Lego hair and books are her specialties.
Lego hair?
Yes. Like Paige loves the Lego friends with all her heart. And they're all bald now because the dog literally...
I didn't know they had hair.
Yes, it comes off and it's squishy. That and tires. She's very specific with what she likes to chew. She'll be like... and get those tires and the hair off and leave the rest of the Lego.
Oh my goodness.
And then her poo is colorful.
Then her poo. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I said
it. That's so funny. So if you can't tell already, we're kind of in like we're going to call this the planting brain. Our husbands are in planting
I like
season.
that. I like that.
The planting brain. And my second youngest had a surgery this week. Actually, the book officially launched this week too, like the Kindle version. So, but I know it's been out, but that's not like too stressful anymore. So,
but it's on your mind.
Yeah,
it's something that's taking up mind space.
Yes. Our littlest has been battling an ear infection and woke up with matted eyes on Monday. Mm-hmm. It's all better now. He's happy running through sprinklers right now.
Yeah.
And then my body is like decompressing from stress. So it just does this thing where it just drains everything out. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm not sick. I'm fine. But it makes me kind of dizzy and just have lots of drainage going on.
And it's spring. All the allergens are coming out. So I bet that's part of it too.
Yeah. When I was walking through the field last night and there was literally, I was walking through a cloud of dust from planting.
Yeah.
So that didn't help me.
Yeah, no.
But I needed to walk.
I'm just thinking cloud of dust. When I've been feeding the cattle lately, and guys, I use like a auger system, so it's like kicking up dust. For some reason, this batch of corn we're going through right now is so dusty.
Yeah.
I'm like coming out and I'm going like this for our video people. Like my lips are caked with dust.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a picture and show you my hair. I look like an old woman. Yeah. And unless I have my do-rag on.
Yes, you still need to take a picture.
I don't want to, but I probably will because I'm feeding today.
Okay.
And I'm going to your house tonight for bonfire.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll take a picture. I don't want to wash my hair.
I hate washing my hair.
Who likes it?
Nobody.
Until I learned, for those of you who do not know, I have very naturally curly hair, and I have learned to love it. But it's only till my mid-20s to now I've really learned how to properly take care of my hair. I'm just being honest. It's complicated. If you have curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. In high school, I got up every day and washed my hair.
What?
Every day, because I didn't know how else to get
I barely wash my hair once a week.
Yeah, I didn't know how else to get the tangles out. And I was lazy, so I didn't blow dry it either.
Yeah.
So I would go to school with a sopping wet head of hair. And I remember my friends were like, "Aren't you cold?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm cold. Don't talk to me. My hair's wet and I'm winter and it has icicles on it."
Is it Home Alone where he's like frozen and he's like...
Most attractive face.
Yes. Oh, a funny story that I did say, I'll say it again for this time, because then we need to encourage parents to take time for themselves.
Yes.
Yesterday, so this week's been crazy, but it's been good. So this is where I hate like complaining.
Yes, that's my heart too.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't want to get on here complain that our husbands are just gone, but we're also just like sharing, this is what's happening.
But and the boy, we're in transition week. So we're between school. Today's our eldest's last day. But the other 3 are kind of in this transition. So they've been partially at home, partially at the sitter, partially at the daycare. They're just like my boys thrive on a schedule.
Yeah.
And like
Most kids do.
And we have a schedule at home, but it's not like outside of the house schedule. Right. They need like that extra time outside of the home. Or what am I, like, what word am I looking for?
You're, I think that's it.
Like stability, maybe? Like,
yeah. Well, this is what they're used to.
Yes.
And when on our end, I had to, when we chose to homeschool, I had to adapt. Like, there still needs to be scheduled.
Yeah.
It still needs to be scheduled.
Yes.
So I understand what you're saying. They're used to outside the home. I'm used to inside the home. But we are both scheduled.
And because when they're used to coming home and just like relaxing. Yeah. It's time to play. Yeah. And like do chores and play.
So that's their, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use schedule, but that's just their. Wow.
This groove.
That's a groove. Yes. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
I'm like,
to throw them would be like any mix. Humans don't do well with change. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. Wow, my brain. Wow.
That's why we're doing a Shootin' the Breeze episode. But anywho.
What are you saying?
I know. I can't.
Aiden.
Oh, no, you're fine. And the $100.
Yes.
So we had $100 sitting on the counter. And we really need to deposit this.
You need to.
This really.
Now, did you really need to, Kylie?
No.
I think listeners need. No, she didn't.
I'm like, this could have waited till tomorrow when I'm actually going to go into town on purpose for a reason.
It was your escape.
It was my escape. Yep. So I grabbed the dog because he's my comfort toy, like a child, and I go, I'm taking this money to the bank.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Yep.
And I took off. And it's like 10-15 minutes for us to get into town. And so I just, nice and slow, took it.
Had some music going?
Podcast. Homemaker chic.
Of course.
Of course. It's either bagpipes or homemaker chic.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's a spider on that chair. You see it?
Oh, it is. We had like 20 on our wall the other day. That's an exaggeration. I'm really bad at that. We had 2.
2? That's a big exaggeration.
Each one's worth 10, right?
Yes. Because they're nasty.
Oh my gosh. But we come home. This is the world's longest story.
It is.
We come home. I come home. And the boys are getting the wood for tonight. And because we're throwing our second oldest his birthday party surprise. He doesn't know. He wanted a bonfire. Mm-hmm. And so he was collecting the wood for his own bonfire. And they were all facing the other way, but obviously they heard me. But I just kind of, like that meme, like shuffled in the house real quietly and looked over my shoulder like, this is anybody following me?
Oh my gosh.
I did have like 2-3 minutes in the house before one of them came running in. Yeah. And it was the birthday boy. And he goes, excuse me, can you help us push the wood in? I'm like, no, that's your chore. Nope. And they do really well with their chores, but he specifically, if he doesn't like to do them. Yeah. And so if it requires too much work, he tries, oh, wow, I need help.
Yeah. That would be my youngest. Poor Paige, like, they share a bedroom, and I'm pretty sure Leslie just, like, goes around and like moves items place to place, and Paige does the actual putting away.
That's how
so Leslie's just like looking like she's busy, like.
I'm really Paige just put this away, but I'm moving it.
Yeah, Paige even goes, Mom, just let me do it. Leslie's really bad at this. Like, no, it's the principle of the movement.
Yes, exactly. We're teaching you life skills.
Life skills. You're gonna be a slob?
Probably.
So, okay, but at the end of the day, would you change a thing?
No.
Absolutely not. But what we want to kind of just say there is, parents, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. I've been saying, because my husband is working, he'll probably have 80, 90 hours in this week with planting season. Like, that's not exaggerating. Mm-hmm. And so I am trying to just work like little special times where am I leaving the house necessarily, no, but in my brain, I'm setting aside these little times of, okay, this is special, this is good. Like after lunch, Paige and I, we're the ones that like quiet. The other two are wild. So we're like, hey, let's get a cup of tea. I'll get my coffee, have a little sweet treat, and let's sit. And so that, for me, I'm like, that's a little break. And then maybe like while I'm making dinner, I put a good, like some nice classical music on or a podcast, like you're saying, and just tell the kids to go, let me cook, get out of my kitchen, little break. So yeah. Are we good there still?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay.
Sorry, we're talking about the computer.
Yeah, it went to sleep.
Yeah, it's so true. That's why then when I got home, I ended up taking a walk, and that's something that Seth knows. Like right now, when it's nice, I need that. And he has his own thing too. Usually, he wants to go work on something without the boys picking up the tools that he needs and try. What's this do?
Yes. Yep.
So that's kind of what led us here today.
Yeah.
Just shooting the breeze.
Yeah. So normally we'd be jumping into John 13, but we kind of felt we needed, I don't know, just to check in with each other, check in with you guys even a bit, give an update on who we are, what we do, basically.
And just have a fun conversation.
Yeah, let's just have a conversation today. Right. So please, like, seriously comment and, like, we're being very serious. We want to know what's going on with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, and even just a little video.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It would be. We'll like hashtag it on Instagram and like say, hey,
look at this.
Look what is cool. This is our community. Okay, so I don't know, hashtag Project 68 or hashtag Midwest Girls.
Midwest Girls podcast. Actually, we do have our own Instagram page for Midwest Girls podcast, and I'm trying to be better at
I kind of forgot about it.
I did too.
Yeah,
because I kind of just kind of umbrellaed it, but it's the same. It's under Project 68, obviously, but it is its own name and stuff, so it kind of needs that thing. So yeah, if you just tag Projects or Midwest Girls podcast on Instagram and Project 68 Ministry, that works too.
We'll share it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back. Okay.
Yeah. I wonder how that happened.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Probably bumped it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I kind of want to talk about?
Yeah.
We could talk
No,
about...
I don't. That's my way of saying, please share.
This is the perfect one to talk about. Let's talk about like getting ready. Like clothes. Remember how I was always like, I've always wanted to talk about clothes.
Yes, let's do it. It's time.
Or like, this is it. This is the episode.
This is it.
We have literally nothing planned.
The time is here.
The time is now, my child.
What's that?
I don't know. I just made it up.
It's like, that's a musical or something.
I could write my own musical.
I'm trying to think of, never mind.
Yes! I'm like, she has something really good.
Trying to think of like what song that actually fit. I don't think it fits.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about clothes.
Okay. So, lately, we've been both doing like a clothes detox.
I am getting rid of so much.
Yeah.
Like I want just a few pieces I love.
Yeah.
And I'm totally over having... Okay, so some people don't want to wear the same outfit twice. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is my uniform. Like, I look good in this. You're going to see me in it.
Yeah.
Like, frequently now.
Yeah.
I'm sick of doing laundry. I'm sick of spending money.
Yes.
I'm going to wear this often.
So what makes that even funnier? Okay, so if you realize, like, I'm kind of far back, I have a voice that carries, and Meg has to, like, eat the mic, because... For some reason, it picks up, but not as much as my voice does. Yeah. But so on the video, I kind of looked here, but then I looked at you. But every time you'd emphasize, you'd lean it.
A little emphasis there.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, but yes. Okay, so here's my thing. I am a person who, if it still fits, I kept it.
Yes.
And I do lots of different things. And so I like to have different things for different things. Like, obviously, like I'm not, like I know some people can go out in like a skirt and garden.
Yeah.
For some reason that freaks me out.
I mean.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet either, I haven't done that yet.
And I'm just like, I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
And my skirts are for my nice, and I wear like shorts or something for the garden or boots, you know, things like that. I'm
normally like just in schlub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a tank top and shorts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's okay. Everybody has their own thing. So here's my issue is I like to look like head to toe. Oh, sorry. Checking on kids, but I'll talk to you guys. Like head to toe, I like things to look a certain way, even if, like with my, even if I'm in my barn clothes, like I like to look good. Like I like my Carhartts to all match and stuff like that. Are you good? Okay. Oh no, yes. This is just an insight to our daily lives. The kids are out playing on the trampoline and water, so it's fun. Actually, it's fun to hear them. If you can hear them in the background, that's what they're doing. They're enjoying this. How hot is it already? Do you know, Meg? No, she's not answering. I think it's like 80 degrees already.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And so they're enjoying the trampoline. But
they're gonna eat some Cheez-Its. Is that okay?
No.
Okay. Cheez-Its.
That's a good snack.
Yeah.
I forgot about those. Actually, I should buy some.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like everything to match. So even though, and that, like, I like, even down to my riding clothes, which I haven't rode in a while, but horseback riding. I had liked a certain brand, the Carrots brand, for you horseback riders. And I liked every single thing to say carrots that I wore. That's funny. I liked my chaps to be Dublin.
Okay.
Because my half chaps, not like cowboy
I know
chaps.
nothing about riding. So.
But yeah, you just kind of find what you like and whatever motivates you to get the job done.
Yes, like dressing to just make yourself feel like a productive member of society. Honestly, like I think I'm so over this American idea of kind of like it's so funny to be a hot mess. Like I'm really over it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't want to be a hot mess. I don't ever want to be a hot mess.
I know it happens, but
like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I am, but I at least want to make myself feel like I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it doesn't have, it looks, like we've been saying, it looks different for everyone.
Yes.
But can we just stop? Like, especially for the stay-at-home mother, like, okay, yay. What am I trying to say?
Get out of the PJs.
Get out of the pajamas. Giving us all a bad name. I'm sorry. If you do this, I'm sorry. I really still love you, but I'm sick of like people hearing, "Oh, you're a stay-at-home mom. Well, you must do nothing." No, I do a lot.
No,
I'm very busy.
I'm definitely a work-at-home mom, and so it's just like no.
Yeah. You want to try homeschooling these kids? See how you do?
I don't homeschool.
Yeah. You are a work-at-home mom. I'm a homeschooling mom.
And I give you props for that. And I know the Lord led you to it.
Yes.
But just like He led me to work from home too.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, my brain just lost it. Oh, here we go. And I kept some of my long sleeve T-shirts from high school, and because I like to put them under flannels, but I'm to the point where I might be getting rid of them too.
Oh.
I'm a grown woman.
Yep.
I'm going on 8 years out of high school. I don't need.
Let me think how long
those anymore. Get rid of them.
Oh my gosh, Kylie. 15. 15.
What?
Yeah, this is year 15 for me. I'm so much older than you.
Here's another thing.
Right?
And this is so true for me. Here's my new challenge. I gotta go through all the socks and just throw them away.
I just did that. It was
throw
so
them away.
satisfying. Satisfying.
I will spend $50 on socks, and then 3 months later, none of them have a pair.
Oh, that's my girls. I am not exaggerating. I don't think I buy them socks.
Yeah.
They never have a match. I'm like, where are they going?
I know.
What are you doing with them?
I'm like, where are my socks?
I washed them. Where do they go? I don't get it. I don't understand.
I have a basket that's just collecting, and I'm like, there is literally 50 socks in here, and none of them match.
I know.
Where are they?
Where do they go? That's one of like life's greatest questions.
Where do the socks go?
Because they're not in my dryer.
I know.
They're not in the hamper.
Oh.
Where do they go?
Yeah.
There's a little place that they go off to and just live together in harmony.
Yes.
Sock Island.
They're happy. They don't want to be on the feet anymore.
Nope. It smells. I'm out of here. Sweaty.
So there's a tip for y'all. And here's another one that I gotta do because I have this thing. So I might have underwear that's 8 years old.
Oh yeah. Here, okay, this is real moments here. You know it's true.
I gotta get new underwear.
Yeah, you do.
The elastic is hanging off some of my underwear.
Go get yourself some fresh ones. You'll feel so good.
I know. Here's the funny thing. So I used to, and I know we don't, if we have male listeners, like you're already gone by now in this conversation.
Yeah.
But we don't have that many, so we're all women pretty much here. Also, go get yourself a new bra because I know it's just as old as your underwear.
Yeah. Yep.
And I know it has a hole in the side like the one I'm wearing right now.
Mm-hmm. I did just get some new ones, and oh my, you don't, over time you realize like they lose so much support.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, this is how it's supposed to fit.
I used to wear, and I'm like, why did I do this in high school and not now? And I actually have a husband and somebody's seeing it, TMI, but you know, we're all ladies here. Yeah. And I'm like, I used to wear matching. Like it would bother me if it didn't match. Really? Yes. Yeah. See, but I worked too, so I just grinded my teeth and it freaked me out.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. I had to work through some major OCD stuff. Yeah. So that was one of the things to help me get through it, was to mess up my CDs and mismatch my underwear.
Oh, I remember you telling me about the CDs. Yeah, that's funny.
And I was working through it myself. And so it's funny how my brain realizes it and works itself out. Yeah. But
I've been impressed with your ability to do that. You have a very good self-awareness, because sometimes I'm like, because you'll call stuff out in me that I overcomplicate. And I usually go, Kylie! Like, it's so simple! Okay, but you are good at recognizing that. Like, what was it?
Hey, you go, should I go introduce myself? Hey, I'm Meg. I'm the ex-worship director.
Yeah, I used to be the worship director. And you're like, or you could just go, hey, I'm Meg. I was like, yeah!
Stop labeling it.
But like, okay, when I psychoanalyzed myself like a few weeks after that, I was like, it's because I carried that around as a label of my failure. Yep. And like, I didn't fail, but that's what I was like, had this, okay, if you don't know my story, I used to work at the church Kylie now works at.
Again, I used to work here before, so it's funny that God brings it back around.
Yeah, and the Lord led me to lay that job down. The church went through some things, and now we are back. There's a new pastor coming in that we're pretty excited to see what he's all about. I'm playing with the worship team for the first time since stepping down this weekend. I'm excited about that. Why was I saying all this?
The label.
Oh, so
I almost blanked too. So
thank you. So I had to kind of like work through some stuff, honestly. Like, oh, why did all that happen? That was painful. But it's over now. But like I realized I was carrying that around as a label. That's not how Jesus sees me. I don't have to go introduce myself as, oh yeah, I'm that person. Yeah. No, I'm just Meg. Yeah. And you were like, in that moment, I was like, oh, you're right.
It's so funny because there's been things the past, how long? 2 years now? That we've been friends, that you would say things and I'm just like, it's not time for me to say something yet, but sometime I'll be able to just be like, just stop that.
Yeah. It was my own insecurities coming into play.
But now you're in the healthy mindset, so now I'm just like, just stop.
Yeah, that's good. What's that page? No Jello cake right now.
But it's just funny. That's something that actually has always been something I think the Lord, it's almost its own gift. I know it's not
No, it absolutely is.
I don't know what that would be considered, if it like is a spiritual gift or what that would fall under. Maybe it's like a weird version of discernment.
I think you're an encourager. Yeah. I think that's what it is you're willing to just kind of see someone where they're at, love them, and be like, okay, now I'm encouraging you to take this next step and this next step. Everyone needs a friend like that. Like, thanks, Kat.
You're welcome. But I like the self-awareness.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And I've always had that. I did some things where I helped study like maybe why things trigger a certain way in my body. Which helped me realize, if I am being somewhat envious or what other word do I want to use? I can't remember, but maybe as we talk, I might realize it. I pull back.
I definitely do. I'm breaking that habit.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave that there because I can't think of what word I was going to use.
I think that I do have self-awareness, but what was happening with me was I was beating myself up over certain things, and Satan was kind of really grinding me into the ground concerning certain things. I was like, I'm just kind of punching back. Yeah, is how to say it now. Yeah. But let's talk about self-awareness and like having it. Yes. I think it's important that we develop that and humility. Yes. Honestly, and I'm guilty of this, so I'm not. If I'm pointing the finger, just know I'm pointing it back at me as well. Be aware, like how you come across to people. How are you speaking to people? How do you present yourself? And what I think part of becoming a lady even is knowing how to react and when to react. And some people in some social situations have no idea, like what's appropriate to say, what's inappropriate to say. That's just a personal conviction that I've been having lately. Like I want to come across, and not in a fake way, but as a well put together lady who is confident in herself and in my Lord. And like, that's how I want to present myself to society.
Like the queen.
Yes, like the queen. She's awesome.
Actually, when you said that, I'm like, the queen would not touch the back of her chair.
Nope, and the queen would not twirl her hair. I'm breaking that habit. I looked at the last video and I was going, stop it, to myself. Stop that. Your hand looks huge right now. And you look dumb.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, because learn, like here's my weird tick. So I pull back. I would fill that then with something else, and I would get a really, really full plate. And then I would do the cycle all over again.
And there were times to reverse that where I would want to say something to you, but same thing. I was like, it's not my place to say it. She'll work this out with the Lord. Yeah. But that's the mark of a good friendship. Yeah. We don't have to fix each other's problems. We just need to listen and support. Yeah. So yeah, keep going.
And so last night, for example, and I'm like getting rid of stuff on my plate, and I'm not adding.
You're doing a great job.
So thank you. It takes a lot. This has been my entire life. Like I've always had a full plate. I've always done everything because I wanted to do everything. Yeah. And last night I almost text you guys because we're heading into our 6-month review with the boys, and so this is kind of like where they kind of talk about the status, and I'm not going to get into the details because this is obviously going public. I can tell you later. Yeah. And basically, for the most part, everything's, from what I know, going to stay the same. But like it kind of, still you never know because it's the system and it could go either way. And it's just kind of starting to weigh down on me, and my brain with everything else going on. I'm just like, I don't even know how to pray right now. And I go, I really just need to ask the girls to just pray for me because I physically cannot even figure out how to pray right now.
I pray for you every day.
Well, thank you.
I really do.
But I was like, no, I don't want to be that person. Like I feel like I'm always saying, I really need your prayers right now. And then I'm like, that's how Satan gets me. Is because I can't. It's very hard for me to ask for help. And even as simple as that, and I will ask for prayers and stuff, but when you're in the world of foster care, you feel like you're asking all the time. Yeah. Like, I have no idea what's going on, but please pray for me.
And I know Beth is the same. We're already praying for you. Yeah. So you're basically just giving us specifics. Yes. And that's a good thing. Yeah. So.
And I just, Satan uses the things, he knows how to use things against you.
Your insecurities. Yes. And just magnifies them. Yes. And I think that's kind of what I'm saying with this self-awareness is like, this is not how God made me, and this is not how God sees me.
Yeah.
Be quiet, liar. He's the accuser.
Yes.
He accuses us, and that's just not how Christ sees us.
No.
And it's not a cocky confidence. It's a peace.
Yes.
It's a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's one of my favorite verses. I say that all the time, actually, because it's true.
Yeah.
To Christ, I can just rest.
Yes.
And I honestly, I do not know how people without Christ do it.
I don't either.
I really don't.
I don't either.
Because I don't want to have to always like be thinking. That would be required 24/7 thinking.
Yeah.
I feel. Yeah. I can't do that.
Yeah. No.
I mean, Christ encourages me not to do that. Actually, just rest in Him.
Yeah. I can't remember what verse it is, and you may, but the verse is that maybe it's in Proverbs. I don't know. But where it's like he's like gentle with the mothers.
Yeah, he gently leads those with young.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's just what is rolling through my brain because, to be honest, I can barely even focus to read my Bible at this point. And I just, it happens, guys. Like, don't be ashamed of it. And I feel guilty about it, but at the same time, he knows my heart. He knows where I'm at, and he's being so gentle with me right now because I'm like, I literally last night, I took a silent walk. Usually I pray the whole time or I listen to a podcast halfway through and I go, just carry me. Yeah. I can't. I said, I literally can't.
And don't you think that's where he wants us to be? At the end of the day, he just says, follow me.
Yeah.
I don't need you to do this. I don't need you to do that. Doesn't mean we just sit back and do nothing.
Right.
He will tell us when it's time. But we don't have to really do anything other than that.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's a beautiful thing. And the verse that came to mind for me where you were like, I can't pray, is we pray in our groanings. If you guys know the verse, pop it on the comments. When we can't pray, the Holy Spirit groans within us, and that's prayer.
Yes.
He already knows.
Is that no, it's not Romans. I'm not thinking.
I'm not sure.
I'm not thinking.
Spider.
Sure. I'm not even gonna try to guess because my brain is like. But yeah. It's just like, it just kind of takes over. Oh my gosh. Was that in Paul?
I don't know.
Was that Paul who wrote that?
Probably.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He groans on our behalf.
Yes. And it just kind of, we're the vessel. And it just, there we go.
We've never claimed to be like Bible scholars, guys, but we are women who love the Lord. And there's verses I carry in my heart that I know, but I can't tell you where they're at. Yeah. And but the Holy Spirit brings them to mind to me when I need them. I'm like, this is a truth. Yes. I know this. He groans on my behalf, and that's a prayer. Yeah. That's a prayer. And that's an amazing, beautiful thing because he knows our innermost thoughts and our desires. He knows us better than we know ourselves. So that's a gift. Yes. Like, I can't pray, Lord. Yeah.
But here I am.
But here I am, and you know.
I know. I think I kind of said, you just know. You know what I mean.
You know.
I think I just, even my face was like, you just know what I mean.
I've so been there. We all have.
But yeah, I think then like another like thing that I realized about myself, I always want to come across as this confident, elegant, just self-assured person. So when I ask for help,
it breaks that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
Because people respect that. Excuse me, I got bloated nose.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of the same way, and I've caught myself doing the same thing with you guys, or like my mom and my sister, the people who I text for prayer, or my mother-in-law as well. Yeah. Nikki, Julie, you're all out there. I love you all.
Everybody.
Yeah. Hey. But what was I saying? Sometimes I will find myself thinking too, like, I don't want them to know that I'm struggling with this. That's so dumb. Yeah. Not dumb, but I get it. I get what you're saying.
It's like, I don't care if people know I'm struggling with it, but it's like, I don't want to ask for the help. That's it. Like, I literally have no filter. Like, it's very easy for me to share my story. But I just don't want to ask for help sometimes.
Tractors going by if it gets loud.
This is our lives. Oh, speaking of, that's a good reminder. Yeah. Okay. So I'm coming home yesterday from work before my bank escape. And I was following this tractor really slow, and it turned onto a road. I'm like, oh, gosh. Yeah. And I realized that's our life. Like, that's what provides for us. Why am I grumbling?
Yes.
And
are, but it's a dangerous time to be on the roads in our community, an agricultural community. Guys, just give those farmers room. They're feeding the world.
Yes.
That's what I think when I see them out there. I'm like, I applaud.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of our husbands.
Yes. Yeah.
My husband doesn't work in the fields. We have cattle, but his job, he dispatches all that equipment.
Yeah. All of our husbands, like, I know, like he may help your brother-in-law sometimes, but Jimmy helps some friends or farmers around town.
Yeah.
And Seth we have a grain farm too, but along with the cattle and stuff. But they all have a different version. They all work full-time in a different version of agriculture. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is, but not surprised. I mean, I'm
not surprised either,
yeah, I've lived in all areas basically now. I've lived in suburbia, I've lived city, and now I live very rural. I love the rural the best.
Yeah.
But Jesse's job has always been what the area is. So I live here, it doesn't surprise me.
Yes.
He works in ag, and we love it. Like, I did not foresee this, but there you go. God knew me better than I knew myself. Was like, oh no, Meg, you're really gonna like this. Like, yeah, I do.
Oh.
Hey, bud.
And it's fun. Seth works in like the government side of farming, which so it's not as fun for him, like his day job, and he wants to, like, our goal is to have like a full-on like ranch.
Yeah.
So that's what we want.
Maybe someday.
It's getting there. Yeah. We're getting little at a time.
I do want those goats. Jesse.
Yes.
Jesse. I want the goats. Are you listening? Because we have 400 head of cattle usually. We just sold a load this week, so it's down, but they'll be back. There'll be more. There'll be more coming in. There's always a bunch. But we are gardeners and we have chickens. But I want to be a true homestead, and I'm like I'm kind of embracing the label before it's what I want it to be. And Satan played with my mind a bit with that. I'm like, no, this is what I'm doing. Yes, I'm doing it. All in. Give me those goats.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I had another one, and this is going to be a blog.
Leslie. No, not right now, sweetie. What is it? I'll be back.
And sorry, I was listening. So this is something I'm gonna write here soon for the blog. And so Meg and Beth are like the true musicians of the group.
You did wonderful with your piano playing.
Well, this is what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
And so...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I didn't mean that like...
Oh, okay.
Slapping her. I meant like, this is what I'm
Yay!
But how... I used to be able to read music. I can't read it. My eyes jump now. And it's just something with like past seizures I've had, and like my different... Sorry, the dog distracted me.
Sorry, my son's asking me a question. Just ask Adam. What?
Can we have Jello cake?
Yeah, if you cut it, that's what I was saying. You can cut everyone a piece. Take it outside. Okay. I made this Jello poke cake. It's super easy. You all should just
have the pop.
No pop, but Jello.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you all should just Pinterest that and make it.
Good.
Little plug. Super easy.
But how I learn now is because I know the places. I know where the keys are. And so I either watch it like other people's hands play on YouTube, or I watch it like a garage band style. Yeah. And so I just can play following that, because I'm like, oh, I know where these keys are. So and so that's what I do now. And lately that's been, I know that one I sent you wasn't a worship song, but I have been able to learn so easily lately these two worship songs called What a Beautiful Name, and Build My Life. And that's how I've been connecting with the Lord these past couple of days, because I'm like, I can't, like, this is the simplest thing for my brain to do right now.
Yes. And
I started crying, and I'm like, I've missed this feeling of, I could tell, I'm like, I know you're always with me, Lord, but I can really feel you right now.
Yes.
And I'm like sitting, and I had to take I took like multiple breaks yesterday during work even. Like, that's how like my brain's been. Mm-hmm. And I just go into the sanctuary, perks of working in a church. There's pianos everywhere, and you can just kind of do your own thing. And I just walk into the sanctuary, and I just start playing, and I'm just like, this is only the second time I've even like looked at this song, and I'm like just playing it, and I'm like weeping, and I'm like, Thank you. And I didn't even pick the song. It's just a song that came up on YouTube first. Yeah. And I'm just like, thank you. Just, you're right. Your name is so beautiful. You have no rival. That you are not, like, you know, music, all the things.
Music, I am a musician. Music, God created music to glorify his name. I'm convinced.
Look at David.
Look at David. Look at Handel's Messiah.
Miriam.
Yeah. Yes. Miriam's song. Mary's song.
Yeah.
So many. God created music. Who else could create something so beautiful that tugs on our emotions? Like, it, kind of like the groaning, it communicates things that I can't always verbalize.
Yes.
So, I totally understand what you're saying there.
Oh, it's just and I already said, like, I'm not like a true like musician by any means, but I weep. Like when I'm in the sanctuary and I hear like worship music in the sanctuary, I just weep.
I loved when I was the worship director. If your family was sitting in a row, I would always look, see who's crying. It was just the row of weepers.
My whole family. Like my dad, me, my grandma.
Even your mom sometimes
would cry. She's the stronger pillar. But my dad and I, we both have always had this underlying passion for music. Never... we're not, either of us are not really like true. But
he's up there playing.
Yeah,
he's learning.
He's learning the bass.
He's doing great.
So we're kind of like, we're like wannabe musicians. But, and Dad, he's actually been really trying. And like, he's been practicing for like since the fall.
It's time.
So he's getting closer to making his debut. So it's pretty exciting.
It is exciting. I can't wait I want him to, I'm not sure he was plugged in last night. I don't think he was, but it's time, Steve.
Yeah. It is time.
It's time. The time has come.
Yes. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just good.
We're always, I think, like with me, with embracing farm animals and gardening, and I've been doing these things on small scales for a while now. But now I'm doing it. If that makes sense. Like I want to I want to do this. I want to see how much we can live off the land.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's my goal.
Yeah.
We're always learning, always growing. And I think that's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Like instead of being insecure about it, let's just be like, hey, I'm not too proud to say I'm learning, I'm growing, and that's great. I don't ever want to be done with that.
Right.
So,
right. Sorry. Shoot, where was I going? Oh, like this year, I was kind of like, I'm like backing away from my garden this year. Like I'm not planting as big of one. Yeah. And I'm like, no. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm like, no. Like I'm doing this because it's what we can manage right now.
Yes.
One.
And that's wisdom.
Yeah. And two, I really want to make the best salsa. I have this goal.
Yes.
I'm like, I want
to have a salsa party.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to find the perfect thing that, like, the perfect tasting salsa for like myself, but you know, to share with others as well. And I want to figure out how to make crisp pickles.
Yes. And I want to make sauerkraut.
Yes.
I want to do sauerkraut. I love.
Oh,
kraut.
I didn't buy cabbage.
I've got cabbage. If it grows, you know. It's...
Oh, a wild rabbit was eating my peppers.
No.
I know. So that's buying fencing today. I almost let something slip, and he's gonna try to put it in before something happens tonight.
Oh, woo. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably good. So they don't run over everything.
Yes.
My dog is running through something like. She loves water, and we have this sprinkler that shoots like. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
She's chasing it into the garden, like get out of there! Stop it! You're hurting my seeds.
Yeah. Get off. Oh, but yeah. So. Oh wow, we're getting close to it.
Yeah, we can stop.
Yeah, we could. So, this has been fun.
It has been. It's a good, I don't know, check-in.
Like brain dump.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what's going on. There we go.
Cough button.
Yeah, cough button.
I don't even know. I know that's a thing, but I don't know right now. So, yeah. So, this is where we are.
Goodness gracious.
Excuse me. You okay?
Ugh, yeah.
Okay. I don't remember.
It's alright. It's not the theme of this.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry if you are against alcohol or anything like that, but how we take in the Bible, and I know it.
Kiddos, hey kids, you're being pretty loud. Quiet.
I know in the Bible it says, like, talks about, like, you should not be drunk, you should not drink, basically, around people who struggle with it.
And we agree.
We
wholeheartedly agree with that.
But we believe that, and if you want to abstain from it, that's fine.
That's fine. We applaud you.
Yes, we applaud you. I've taken fast from alcohol, and I don't even drink that much alcohol. At all. Like, at all. But lately, I've discovered a wine program called Dry Farm Wine.
Dry Farm Wines.
Dry Farm Wines. But I can't say it right now.
I'm going to order some.
And, are you?
I'm doing it, yes. Yeah. I mean, Jesse would be like, yes, do it.
Yeah.
I just don't see him right now. He gone.
Seth never listens to these. Very rarely he listens to these. So I'm giving him a subscription of Bubbly, just like probably a one-time subscription. And keeping the red subscription for Father's Day. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to try that too. Mm-hmm. But it's just going to be like probably a one-time thing. I'm not going to carry on both.
Yeah, it'd be expensive.
Yeah. But anywho, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm excited because it's time for it to open a new bottle, and I can't wait to open it.
Not right now. Not right now. No.
The camera's rolling, sweetie. I can't wait. Swimsuit mishaps. But I can't wait to open it tonight, a fresh bottle.
That'll be fun.
And yes, will be there. So
yes,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah. So wherever you stand on alcohol, we're with you. Don't get drunk. Just follow the Bible on all that.
All we do is take like a little glass, like that much. Yeah. Right. That's it. That's all I gotta do. And check out Dry Farm Wines. Dry Farm Wine.
Dry Farm Wines.
Dry Farm Wine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Good thing they're not sponsored because they could fire us.
They should sponsor us.
That would be awesome.
Someday
maybe.
Maybe.
So, there we go.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Go check that out.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun. Good. Maybe we'll bring it around every now and then.
Yeah, and seriously comment with what you guys are doing. Are you getting gardens in the ground? Are you just whatever? Seriously, it doesn't even have to be that category. My brain is just blanking. Yeah. Just check in. Yeah. Just check in.
I was twirling my hair for you, if you didn't notice.
You are.
I know.
I didn't even notice.
I've never really twirled my hair.
What?
I'm picking up on
You're picking up, like, Meg's not twirling her hair, so I must.
I know we've said like 5 times we're getting off here, but okay, so you know how I repeat you when you do something silly? Yeah. Okay, so mockery is a form of flattery.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but that's what I do when I think something is funny, or I repeat what they say, or I do what they do, like, because it's just funny to me. Yeah. And so maybe that was me subconsciously doing it.
Making up for me trying to break my back.
It's so funny.
And I remember Susan. Hi, Susan. When I was worship director, I was apparently twirling my hair and like speaking to the congregation. And I'll never forget you did this. She came up to me, was like, "Stop that! Like that is distracting." Like, you're right, it is. That was dumb.
Good point.
Thanks, Susan.
The queen wouldn't twirl her hair. Maybe sometime we can just talk about the royals. Maybe.
They set a good standard of being a lady. I would say. Got my pearls on.
Yeah, I love pearls. Okay, we need to get off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hashtag Ultra Feminine Friday.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, we'll be back with John 13.
Bye, guys.
You should leave. Are you all right?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes. How is the trampoline sprinkler? Good. Yes, it was. It should be.
Oh, the video's still rolling.
Oh.
I forgot about it.
I don't know your password.